Hello everyone and welcome back to Zen-Shin martial arts short stretching sessions with me, Xoli. Hi. So I'm going to be teaching you guys today how to do some really simple hip opening exercises. Hip opening exercises are really great for our stance and also for our kicks. So I hear a lot of people have problem getting their legs up and they always ask me, how do I get my leg higher? What top secrets can you give me? And I can't really give you a specific secret as such. It's a mix between flexibility and strength. They literally are as important as each other. So maybe if you feel like you have the strength but you just don't have the range, then today this will be really great. And I'll do a later video on how to get strength for your balance and to get your legs higher as well. But today we're going to be looking at flexibility. Okay, so starting off, remember how we always start our videos, we need to get warm. If we don't warm up our body before we stretch or do any exercise, we have the possible chance of injuring ourselves and we definitely won't make an improvement. So you guys know what to do. Go for a jog, run up and down your stairs, clean, anything, brisk walk, star jumps, whack on some music, prance around your house, go crazy, and then we can get back to the stretches. Okay, so hopefully everybody now is super warm and let's get on. So our first exercise is, I'm sure you all know, but let's just add it onto the lesson anyway because it is super important and it's a great one, it's a classic. So we're going to be looking at the frog. I'm going to call it the frog. I think everyone calls it frog, or butterfly, however. So, what's the best angle? I'm sure you all know this. We're literally going to have our feet together, our heels touching, and we're going to have our knees falling out to the side. Now, the important thing about this is we're not going to put our elbows, we're not going to lean forward, we're not going to pulse, none of that. We're just going to sit in this position. So what we're going to do, similar to our hamstring stretch on my first video when we looked at stretching the legs, we're going to put our hands behind our back. We're going to think about having that C shape in our back again, so we're going to really extend the lower back and our coccyx is going to shoot out in that direction. We're going to have our chest up and forward and we're just going to sit in this position. This is a very basic, simple exercise to do, but it's very effective as well. As you can see, I am not flat down to the floor and don't expect to be if this is just the beginning, but also people's hips do, like their natural shape of their hips can play a part in how far your knees go down. And if you feel any pain, remember, we do not stretch with pain. We're doing 30%. So no pain, no discomfort, just a sensation of relaxing. And that's all we're going to do, no pain whatsoever. If you feel any pain, close slowly and stop, okay? But if you don't feel any pain, great, we can carry on. Okay, so you're thinking, if you're past here, you don't feel any pain, you're feeling great, what can we do next? Well, next what we can do, we can put our hands in front here, holding on to my feet. I'm not separating my feet, I'm not pushing them together, I'm just letting them fall where they need to fall. I'm not going to force anything because I don't want to hurt, especially, I mean, look where your knees are. We need to be really careful about this. So I'm just going to let my feet feel comfortable where they are. So I'm going to hold onto my feet with my hands and I'm just going to gently lean forward. Now, look at the way I'm going to lean forward. I'll demonstrate first. Super easy. Okay, right. Let's think about what I just did. I did not do this. I leant forward with my chest going to the wall or my belly button going to the wall. So we're thinking about reaching forward. And I just went a tiny little bit. And remember, think about our coccyx going to the wall, not down, but we're arching our back a little bit. So we're just going to have a sensation of somebody pulling you from your chest here. There's a piece of string on your chest and somebody's literally going, oh, like this, okay? So we just want to feel really nice and relaxed here. This is not a stretch which you do for 10 seconds and then you come out of it. This stretch is better if you hold it for longer, but at a very gentle stage. So you should be able to hold this for, I'd like to say a minute. I don't think anything's wrong with a minute for holding this. remember, if you feel pain just here, or if you feel like this is your maximum, just staying up here, then that is absolutely fine. That's perfect. You do what you need to. We do not push. We are all in very different levels, so stay where you need to be. That's no rush at all. You need to remember that stretching is not a race. It's something that builds, and it's a journey, and you will discover so much about your body while you're stretching, and you will see it making improvements. Some days you will go forward, and other days your body will be tighter and your muscles won't want to relax. So honestly, every day is different, but you just need to take things and really listen to your body. If you feel pain one day, then just don't stretch, but just take it back. Listen to your body, and that would be the best advice I can give you. Okay, so let's take a quick break. Let's just gently close up our legs. So I'm using my hands to help bring it up so I don't strain anything. I'm just going to lower them. So a really good way to relax in between these stretches is to go the opposite way to how we've been stretching. So instead of having our knees out, we're going to put our knees in and just gently feel just some relaxation in the area. It's the counter stretch to what we're doing. So it's good to just relax in between our stretches. Okay. So with that stretch, you can do the sitting up version, which we just did now, or you can do where you're lying on your back. So if I show you, we're again in the same position, super straight back, and from here, you just gently put yourself down. And you can just relax. This is more comfortable, I think. I think you can stay in this position for longer, but I wouldn't say stay here for like half an hour. Obviously, that's just too much. Do the same amount of time, but I think it's a lot easier. You have gravity really just working on your legs, so that's nice. So that is also an option for stretching in frogs. Another tip I can give you on the frog stretch is, instead of having your heels so close to you, you could have it a little further away. And this gives you actually a really nice glute stretch as well. So if you kind of think of having like a diamond shape you're making here in front of you with your legs, this is nice to do the leaning forward one. I find it's a lot easier to lean forward in this position. And you can even like walk your hands. I mean, if you're here, that's fine, like however. But for me, I find it easier to have my legs further away to be able to push further into the stretch. But it also gives me a different stretch. So what I was saying, you can walk your hands more forward and still thinking of that straight back. Look, I'm not here. I'm not tucking my head, but I'm actually lifting forward. So I want to think that I'm going beyond my feet, not to my heel, beyond over my toes, to the end of the mat really. That's what I'm going for. So this is a nice way you can stay here. You can feel it really in your glutes, and that's a great stretch to have. Another great stretch for your hips is, if we are on our back, I'm going to face this side this time. If we're on our back, we're going to gently lie down, and we're going to take one knee up here, and you're going to pull your knee towards your chest. Your spine on the floor, you want to think about having a long, we're not tucking, we're not arching, just a flat back on the floor. And we're just going to be really gentle. We don't need to tense, we don't need to do anything like this. Literally just letting gravity and a bit of tension pull us down, so we're here. And from here, if you want, you can just open up your leg and you can hold it in your crease or your elbow. You can put your knee there and you can just stretch. You can also even feel a hip flexor stretch here on your opposite leg, on the leg that's straight. And you can do this with both legs at the same time. So instead of just having one, you could do the same here. It's a nice relaxing bit. And then from here, you could take them both out however you want, whatever's easiest for you. Or you can just do the other one. And then take it in the crease of your arm here. A nice hip flexor stretch going down the front here. And this is another really great stretch. So do you guys pick which one you prefer, doing the single ones or together? And let's just sit and enjoy. And you can also, don't be afraid to move in the stretches. Now, I did say no pulsing, but if you feel like if you lean a bit to the left or to the right, or if you move any part of your body and it feels good, like in your stretches, then I definitely recommend, I'm constantly moving during my stretches. I'm not pushing deeper into the stretch, but moving my body to see how it feels in these different positions, just if I get another stretch out of it. So I'd really recommend that. I'm just taking some really deep breaths, just relaxing. This is a nice stretch. I enjoy this one. Doesn't necessarily feel like pain, but again, you've got gravity working for you. Don't forget to change legs if you haven't already yet. It's quite calm. It's a nice one. Okay, so I have another one for lying down. I'll show you that one next while we're here. This next one is called Happy Baby, and this is a personal favourite. Mostly just because I laugh in the position and I feel like I must look ridiculous, but there's so much benefit that you can get from this stretch. It deserves a more serious name, but I know it as Happy Baby. There is definitely a proper yoga term for it, but for me it's Happy Baby, and I'm sure you can see why in a second. So I'm down on the floor again. I've got my knees bent, my feet are flexed, and in between your big toe and the second one, I want you to take 2 fingers and hook onto your big toe. Okay, same with your other one. So you're going to be here. Now if you can't reach your big toe, you can hold onto your foot, hold onto your ankles, your shin, wherever you can. I'm hooking onto my big toe. This is where I get the most stability and how I can really hold my feet. So from here, what our aim is, we are going to literally think about pushing and bringing our elbows and our knees down to the ground so they touch. Now you might be here, that's totally fine. Wherever you are, remember 30% so we're not feeling any. And you can see how I'm moving from side to side. I'm literally just letting both knees touch the floor, getting the sensation and feeling the stretch here. This is really opening up the hips. And it's just a hilarious position to be in. So you guys at home can have some good laughs about this one. Don't forget to take some deep breaths. Let's inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Nice. Okay, so to come out of it, I'm just going to gently lower my feet down. I'm going to grab hold of my knees and I'm going to put my legs together with the assistance of my hands. So there's no strain in the hips. I'm just going to put my feet down and just relax and chill in this position. Why don't we do our counter stretch? So we drop our knees in together so they're touching. I hope you're all feeling positive about these stretches. I've had really great reviews so far, so that makes me happy. Yeah, I really hope it helps you guys with your training and your everyday life, and I hope you don't feel like you're in pain as much, you don't have any restrictions as much, so yeah. Okay, so gently coming up. Okay, so for my last and final stretch, I'm sure you all know this one, but we're just going to do a one-legged frog and the other one straight out in front. We can either do this to the front or the side, or you can do both. I remember doing this in class at karate, so I'm sure all you guys know. I'm just going to have my left leg in front here. I'm going to flex my foot to protect my knees. I'm going to drop it out to the side. I'm not pushing myself to be in a flat box split. It's literally like out to the side, straddle, wherever you feel comfortable. The aim really is not to feel the pain in this stretch leg, it's for this one, the pain. I erase that, scratch that, rewind. You're not stretching this one, you're stretching the one which is bent. Whoa. Okay, so from here, you can just feel, have your hands behind your back like we did before. You can bend forward with it, so thinking again that you're being pulled by your chest on a piece of string forward, you can lean forward here. You can just feel this in your hip. It's not too strong a feeling. You want to try and get your sit bones on, keep your sit bones on the floor. So that's when you sit on your bum and you feel the 2 bones on each cheek, you want both of them to be sitting on the floor. And why don't we even take a little walk round to the left? So you can be doing this on your hands, that's fine. And go back to the center. You go to the right. So that is away from your bent leg. Nice, so if you want to stay in this position for longer, by all means pause the video. I'm going to move on to the next leg. So, right leg is bent in front, left leg is outstretched. On my sit bones, super high, I'm going to be shooting fireworks out from my chest. That's what my ballet teacher used to say, they say fireworks all the time. So that's what we want to be thinking right now, fireworks going forward. Okay, so fireworks going forward, I'm going to slowly lower down onto the floor and I'm going to go straight to the right from here. Sit bones back on the floor, remember. Breathing in this position, don't forget to breathe, don't forget to smile. And of course you can always do what I suggested on my first video, which was say the alphabet out loud. So you have to be aware of your breathing if you're talking. And the alphabet is just great because you don't have to think about it. So you could do anything, days of the week, months of the year, whatever, a poem, a sonnet, literally whatever you want. We go to the center. I hope you're all feeling really positive being at home at the moment. I mean, I understand that we're all fed up, but you know, we have to make the best thing out of a bad situation, and we're one of them being that we're being supplied with these amazing videos that we're making. So, I mean, that's great. Okay, and gently coming up. Okay, so just going into our counter stretch for the last time. Just really relaxing. We've done some great work today. We've done some really good hip openers. So I hope you liked them. I hope you enjoyed them. Please, your feedback is so great for us. So we really know what you guys like. And if you guys want to tell us what stretches you'd like to see also, that would be really handy to know. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching this. What was this, the 3rd video? I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys are staying happy, positive and healthy at home. Always wake up with a positive mindset and attitude. I wake up and every day I think, what a great day to have a great day. The sun is shining. We are happy and healthy and safe in our homes. So what more could we be grateful for? Alright, and we have our Zen-Shin family all together here taking class with us as well. Alright guys, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Us.